Hello and welcome back to my channel, Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for Leos, and this is the reading for the end of the month of October in celebration of our Taurus full moon. And just the fact that we had 2 full moons this month, I find very exciting. And I think it's pretty significant, the fact that we're going to begin and end our month with full moons. And we know that full moons can bring out a lot of emotions in people. Anyways, I feel like it's pretty special. I am doing a reading for Leo. Now, this is the deal. I started the reading and I got a phone call and it looked like I needed to answer it. So I had to answer and it totally interrupted my reading. And I was going to start over and start shuffling cards again. But you have such a good spread here that I didn't want to mess with it. So I decided just to show you what cards I had pulled, because I really don't want to go back and reshuffle and get a different message. I feel this one's pretty significant. Okay, Leos. So I'm just going to go and pretend nothing happened, that I just shuffled them out, but I will go back and show you. You have a pretty significant Moonology Oracle spread here. You have... It's all backwards in the camera, so I need to look at it. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Very fitting, considering that we do have a full moon in Taurus tomorrow. And you also, these popped up, they flew out of the deck when I was shuffling them. You got work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So you got a full moon and a new moon, okay? So what this means to me is that something's going to happen within possibly 2 weeks. Okay, so could not, but for some reason I'm getting this strong feeling that in 2 weeks something could happen. All right, I will put those down. I love the fact that you have full moon in Taurus. Now, looking at the spread down here with the regular tarot cards, I can see that you need to work through your fears and you need a plan, and I'll show you that in a minute. I mean, these cards really fit those 2 oracles. You also have within the next few months, and this is our Angel Answers oracles, and this means that something could also happen that's also significant within the next few months. You may be hearing something, or maybe something will move to a next level. Let's get to the reading, and I will take you through the tarot cards that you got. You got the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Cups. This bottom row, you have the 5 of Pentacles, the Star, and you also have the 10 of Wands, which is the completion of something. Now, you did get the Star here. The Star is very important in this reading because it could signify an Aquarius in your life, or it could signify also just being the best that you can be, just shining brightly, coming to, I think, like just fixing little things about yourself that you really want to fix so that you can shine your beautiful light in the sky. I mean, the Star has so many different definitions here, and once I get through the reading, I think it'll become more clear. What is clear here is with this 4 of Swords is that you do need to come up with a plan. And you see this is a knight that is resting on his today I can't talk. I don't know what's wrong with me. On his tomb after battle, and he's reflecting on everything he's done. He's being very happy to be alive, but he's also coming up with a plan and a strategy for next time. So this is a time of reflection, deep thinking, and planning. Okay, so I feel like because you have the Ace of Cups, this is another interesting combination of cards that you have. You have the Ace of Cups, which is new energy of love and emotions. And it could also be an offer. It could be you making the offer. It could be somebody else making the offer. And you also have the end. You have the beginning and the end of the suit of the cups. You have the King here at the end, which means it's something coming to its finality. You can have, it could end in marriage. It could end in a very fulfilling relationship as well. So you start from the beginning, and then it looks like it has the potential to come to its end in a good way, okay? To take it all the way through. Then down here, you have another row of cards, which I'll read in a minute. However, so I do agree, and I feel that it really fits the Taurus full moon, also known as the Hunter's full moon this month, that you need to come up with a plan. There is someone, it looks like, that really catches your eye, someone that maybe you're getting along with, or maybe you just know them from a distance. But there is definitely somebody who you kind of have your heart set on this person. I can't see any reason why this person would reject you, but I do feel that you need to approach this person in a very correct, in a very respectful way. I don't think that this person is somebody that wants to feel like you're hitting on them necessarily. So I feel like having a friendship and a connection with them first is probably the best way to approach this person. This person, from what I'm getting, is a very sensitive. Not sensitive enough like those people that just cry at the drop of a hat or anything like that, but I feel like this person has some pride, and they like things to be a little bit more traditional. So they're not a person that's maybe very open to you at this moment right now. I feel like there's a possibility that you guys may have already met, and maybe you are developing some kind of friendship, and that is the way that you're going to have to approach Leo, okay? I hope that I mentioned that this reading was for Leos. I think the fact that I had to turn off the camera and all that stuff kind of threw me off. This is for Leo, if I haven't said it. So this person, I think, needs a little space, and they need time. And you also have this Angel Answers Oracle here that says within the next few months. It doesn't mean that this person it's going to take months to get this person to agree to go out with you or hang out with you. It could simply mean that things will not really you guys will not become in union for maybe the next few months. It could mean very easily that you guys can end up going out, hanging out, having a great time. But before you guys can call yourselves a couple, maybe it's going to be a few months. Do I think you're going to become a couple? Absolutely. I think the potential is definitely there. And like I said earlier, with this Ace of Cups, if you approach it the right way and you give this person some space and some time, and you're not very needy, I'm not saying that you are, Leo, but you can't be demanding, or you can't expect to hang out with this person 24/7, because I don't think this is that kind of personality, okay, that kind of energy. This person definitely likes their space, and they like to, to have their freedom, okay? So just reflect on how you're going to approach this person. I think you need to approach them with a lot of respect, and I think you need to show your interest right off the bat. The Ace of Cups is also suggesting that even though you're hatching up a plan, you need to approach this person with complete transparency and honesty. I think they really appreciate that. Like I said, they're very sensitive, but I don't think sensitive in a bad way. I think this person can really appreciate a correct invitation to hang out, to have dinner, maybe to have conversation, maybe you can just have coffee. This person can really appreciate that. And they are kind of more slow moving when it comes to forming a union or accepting your offer, maybe for a little bit more than a date and here in the near future. Now, it does show down here, this row, that you have the Five of Pentacles, the Star, and you have the Ten of Wands. It shows down here that there's a little bit of hesitation. And again, I'm going to say this, I say it in all my readings, roles can be reversed. This could be you waiting for someone to approach you, and this is how they're feeling. But I feel like for the most of you Leos out there that it does resonate with, this is you. Like, you are the one that's going to have to do the approaching for this person. Now, if you're not a person that likes to outright ask somebody out, if you're a little more traditional, old-fashioned like I am, I've never asked men out, but you can definitely set the tone and the mood, and you can make the first move by letting your feelings known. Okay, so that's kind of what I mean if you're not the type of person to flat out go ask somebody out. The opportunity, this card right here, it's looked upon as, oh my gosh, the dreadful card. These people are homeless. They have nothing to their name. They're freezing. they're barefoot, they just have bandaged feet. It's not about that. This is sort of the way you feel about the situation, what you're seeing in the picture, except for the pentacles right here. The pentacles mean hope and they mean opportunity. And, you know, all that glitters is gold in this situation if you're only willing to recognize it for what it is, okay? And sometimes when people are feeling depressed or have low confidence, I feel like they definitely tend to lose out on opportunities. They don't really see things that are there. And this is sort of what this is suggesting, okay? You need to work through your fears, just like the Moonology card suggests. You need to move away from this kind of an energy. You need to have more of a positive attitude. And I think for you, Leo, is, I don't know if you've been burned in the past, or maybe you just kind of, you're a person that, now Leos are not known for lacking self-confidence, that's for sure, but it also really depends on your rising sign and your moon sign as well, because, you know, we have a couple million Leos walking around on Earth. They're not all exactly the same. You know, you have your rising sign, your moon sign. So that really changes the way people perceive things. I know a lot of Leos, and I know some very sensitive ones that lack a lot of self-esteem. And I know some that lack none. In fact, they could share some with others. But in this case, it just means that you need to push aside any negative thoughts that you have. And you need to come up with a plan. And I feel like maybe it's a little bit of self-work for yourself as well. And come up with some confidence when you approach this person, okay? Now, this person can be an Aquarius because you do have the star. And this is the sign of the Aquarius. This is the card of the Aquarius. It doesn't have to be an Aquarius, though. This could just mean that if you really find the positive in all situations, and you take the time to reflect and to figure out what it is that you really want with this connection with this person, and you come up with a plan to be patient and not push things, and, you know, try to get to know them as a person, I feel like you are going to come off much stronger. You are going to shine. Like, to me, the star is the beginning of a transformation of your of a person that's kind of renewing who they are, someone that's trying to fine-tune their personality, someone that's trying to work on problems. You know, they want to just, you want to come out shining. And I think that with the self-reflection, with this Four of Swords, you're going to have the opportunity to do that. And I feel like it's going to be a project, even if you're not pursuing somebody, this project of self-reflection and trying to find positives in your situations is just going to help you as a person. And when you're shining your light and people can look up to you, I think that you just become automatically so much more attractive. And I think this is what this message is really about in the end. The nice thing is if you're looking for a connection with somebody, your connection is pretty much in the stars for it to happen, okay? So this card is the beginning stage of shining your light, looking for the best in yourself, and really wanting to creating an image that you want somebody else to see. And you can do that. Now, you do have this card, and I think if there's anything negative in this whole deck, this is the only card that tends to have a little bit of a negative connotation. And it's not a terrible thing. It's just a little bit of a warning for you. Leos tend to be a little aggressive, and sometimes they can be, I'm a Leo rising, I know this, and my daughter's a Leo, so I can say this, and my sister's a Leo. Sometimes Leos can be a little selfish, and sometimes they sometimes may not take into consideration the feelings of other people, okay? And it's not in a bad way. I think it's just that Leos take for granted sometimes that not everyone does things at their pace. Okay, so if you're one of those Leos, then maybe this is a warning to you and maybe not the others. But you don't want this connection to end with somebody because you didn't have the patience to take your time and let them take their time, okay? So you don't want this relationship to end before you give it an ample amount of time to develop, because whoever this person is that you have your eye on is going to need that. And I think that the best thing you can do is just approach things with an attitude of friendship and acceptance, okay? So I think this looks good for you, Leo. I have no reason to feel that you are not going to make a connection with this person. I would just kind of make sure that you're pacing and you're taking into consideration how this person is reacting back to you, and use that as your guide, okay? So I see nothing but good things for you, Leo, for this month or this end of month. Now, this is timeless, so it doesn't have to be just for the end of this weekend. Anyways, thank you for visiting my channel. I appreciate you coming here and supporting me. Please give me a thumbs up or a like, and maybe leave me a comment. I love feedback. All right, so thank you for visiting my channel. Bye-bye, Leos.